Folks, the reality is I love this video. I love that this guy just finally snapped and told the truth. And I believe we're going to start to see a lot of this. I think even the mainstream media guys are just getting tired of sitting there reading a teleprompter, lying to the American people just because they get a paycheck. The reality is a lot of these folks have millions of dollars in the bank, and if they know how to budget their money, it'll be good enough for them for this entire life and probably their kids' life and so on. And, you know, it comes down to ethics, and it comes down to, you know, the reality is people like Ron Paul, for example, can never, ever be elected. Why? The reason why Ron Paul will never be elected is because they will assassinate him in half the time that they assassinated Kennedy in. Very, very simple. He wants to get rid of the Federal Reserve. He wants to get rid of the IRS. I'm all for it. But I'm telling you right now, he would need a major army literally guarding him so that nobody kills him. But I agree with everything this guy is saying. But the problem is the money. The problem is the banksters. As long as you have a monetary system, as long as you have you know, money flowing throughout the entire world and everything is money driven, it's going to create greed and corruption. More greed and more corruption, and the more they have, the more they want, and it's a sickness. And at whose expense? At your expense, at our expense, at the expense of our kids. I mean, I got friends of mine who have kids in Afghanistan calling their mom and dad saying, "What the hell am I doing here? I'm guarding a poppy field." Folks, if you don't understand what's going on, you got to stop watching Dancing with the Stars, American Idol, and all this bullshit, okay? Start to pay some fucking attention, folks. It's time to start paying some fucking attention. This stuff here that's on television is there specifically to distract you, and it's part of their agenda is to keep you distracted so that they can carry out their agenda. Folks, the money system is the problem. The answer is very simple, okay? It's not perfect, but the Zeitgeist movement and the Venus Project, please, I urge you to look it up, do your homework, watch the videos, start paying attention to what is important. Shut the goddamn TVs fucking down. Shut them the fuck down. Shoot them. Do whatever you gotta do. Get rid of it. Throw it out your fucking window, okay? No more goddamn television, okay? The reality is, folks, we're gonna have to fix this. Is the Zeitgeist movement and the Venus Project perfect? No. But it gets rid of the money. Why don't you join us and help us make it perfect, okay? Folks, the politicians are not going to fix this. The guys in the White House are not going to fix this. The secret government's not going to fix this. It's us that's got to fix it. But the reality is, we should have been doing this protest 5, 8, 10 years ago, not now. I think it's a little too late and we're too far down the trough. I mean, if everybody in the world starts to protest tomorrow, yeah, they're going to probably have to listen to us. But think about this. Okay, they print a few trillions of dollars. They give us all of our homes back. They give us a few dollars in our bank account. We're still in the monetary system. And about 4 or 5 years down the road, at the most, we're back to square one. And Houston, we got a problem. Okay, so what does that fix? It fixes nothing. As long as you have a monetary system, I don't care if they get rid of the dollar and they bring in the Amero, or they decide to do a global unionization of all the countries, of all the governments, and have one world government, one world currency. Okay, part of that agenda, folks, please, I want you to look it up. You need to go and put Georgia Guidestones in Google. Okay, and if you put in Georgia Guidestones, you'll find out that the number one rule of the New World Order is to bring down the population to a manageable level of 500,000 people. Okay, because the reality is that we really have enough resources on the entire planet for all of us, but the people at the top are incompetent, and the easy way out for them to really get out of it is to probably, you know, kill most of us. I mean, if they're the number one rule and somebody etched it in stone, they're so arrogant, they actually put it in stone, keep world's population down to 500 million. I mean, if it was me, I would take it way down below that. I'd take it down to 250 million, okay? But the fact is, you could take everybody in the world and put them in Texas, and everybody would have something like 100 square feet of space in Texas. So if that's true, and it is, and you can do your own homework, if that's true and it is, then where is this argument that there's not enough room on the planet? There's plenty of room on the planet. We have enough resources. We have enough science. The science that's being held back from us would literally catapult us 1,000 years ahead of where we are right now. Okay? Yeah, I'm talking about extraterrestrial science. And yeah, these people are very real. Our governments has had a relationship with at least 4 different extraterrestrial groups. And for them to come on television and admit that, well, they're admitting it slowly. It's like the ongoing whatchamacallit, truth embargo or disclosure, whatever you want to call it, is happening very, very slowly. But for them to come on television and say, yeah, we've had a relationship with these extraterrestrial beings for the last 57 years, and they've been getting here with free energy technology, magnetic propulsion systems. They can travel at 800 times the speed of light. They travel through wormholes. It's gonna open up Pandora's box. And when you open up Pandora's box, you can't put Pandora back in the box. And it's gonna a lot of worms are gonna come out of that box. There's gonna be people want to know, well, if they got here with zero-point energy technology or free energy technology or magnetic propulsion systems, and you've had a relationship with them for 57 years, where is the free energy? Folks, the free energy is all around us. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're working on something where free energy is going to be available to everybody, okay? Probably in the next 12 to 18 months. And we got to do it in a systematic way where nobody gets killed, because the reality is that everybody who's had a viable technology that can solve the looming energy crisis at one point or another has gone missing or floating down the Potomac River and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So it's got to happen in a certain way so that, they can't stop us. And this time, I promise you, they will not be able to stop us. Now, protesting is okay, but I'm telling you, folks, please stop watching the goddamn television. Please start paying attention. The Zeitgeist movement, Zeitgeist moving forward, has over 11 million hits in 8 months, okay? Peter Joseph, as far as I'm concerned, absolute brilliance on steroids. Jacques Fresco, an amazing guy. I mean, he's so way ahead of his time. He's been talking about getting rid of the money since 1974. There's a Larry King special with him on there talking specifically about having these circular cities where they're self-sufficient with technology that is literally, way ahead of its time. Folks, do your homework. Pay attention to what's really important. Yes, it's great that we're protesting, but none of these protesters, not one of them, has a definitive plan on what to do. They all want their money back. They all want their property back, but we're still in the monetary system. The monetary system is evil. The monetary system will kill each and every last one of us. This dollar will not quit, folks, until the last one of us is dead, okay? I'm going to talk to you about other things as well, like cancer cures, okay? Watch a documentary called Run from the Cure. The reality is, folks, just to switch gears here a little bit, is that the United States government, anybody who wants, just send me an email through the system here on YouTube, and I'll be more than happy to send you the videos. The United States government, listen very carefully to what I'm about to tell you, has a patent on marijuana oil since 1976, and there's an actual patent number in the videos that I will send you for those of you who want them, okay? And the reason why they have a patent on it, folks, is because marijuana oil does not just cure cancer, it cures almost everything, okay? And the United States government, who is heavily invested in pharmaceuticals and the health industry, does not want this kind of stuff out. They're not interested in curing you. They're interested in getting you sick, keeping you sick, going to the doctor, going to the pharmacy, going to the hospital, and you keep going around in this fucking circle until you have no more insurance, until you have no more fucking money, and then they send you home to die. That's the system we live in, okay? The system is not going to be changed by our political structure. It is going to be changed by you and I, by 6.8 billion people. You can't tell me that 300 losers, okay, because that's what they are. They're power-hungry, fucking demented, sick, mentally sick losers 300 of them are going to control 6.9 billion of us. I'm sorry, I don't fucking buy that, okay? So therefore, we all need to stick together, okay? Now think about this, folks, for a second. I know that it's very difficult to get everybody on the same plan, but I would love to see this. I would love to see everybody on the planet all at the same time. We make a date, and on that date, we stop paying our income tax, we start paying our property tax, we stop paying all of our fucking bills. If they want the system to collapse, I think we should just give them a fucking lending hand so that the system can collapse a lot faster. Folks, think about that for a second. We, the 6.9 billion people on the planet, are the power, not these fucking bozos. If 6.9 billion people can just put their religion and their ethnicity aside, and all the you know, the color and greed and all the crap, and just put all that aside, make one plan and go with it. Collapse the economy. Let's help them collapse the economy, and then let's move with the Zeitgeist movement, and let's move with the Venus Project. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.